Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here, and welcome to another video. And in today's video, we're going to talk about an potentially incoming, sixth member of the Wyatt Sicks. Now, since their debut on WWE TV, in my opinion, the Wyatt Sicks faction has delivered. Bo Dallas is absolutely killed it in this new version of Uncle Howdy, and I think whatever comes next is going to be bigger and badder and better than ever before. So we're going to cover a potential sixth member in a moment, but for the moment, how can we not talk about that Uncle Howdy Bo Dallas interaction from Raw? We've actually not discussed it on the channel, and it's still in my mind because I genuinely think this was one of the best promos in WWE history because it was so personal. I mean, Uncle Howdy asking the questions, don't you think you're exploiting your brother's legacy? All the naysayers will have that question. Your Jim Cornettes, etc., will be feeling like this is just exploiting Bray Wyatt's legacy. But questions also such as, how did it feel when your brother died? Do you feel as though you've been forgotten? It's very much the theme of Bo Dallas in his career. He's always been in the shadows of Bray Wyatt. And maybe he's always felt like that through his career, and he got that chance to work alongside his brother, and then it was taken away from him. You can see that Bo Dallas is driven by hurt and pain and suffering, and that's his motivation now to wreak havoc in WWE, to forge his own legacy, but at the same time honour his brother's legacy in the best way he can. We made them all remember. Yes, we did. The words of Uncle Howdy, and they certainly did, and I certainly feel that this promo hit home. It was very emotional and raw, but something that crosses the line between kayfabe and reality. You can genuinely see how hurt Taylor is, how hurt Bo Dallas is. The whole promo was just chilling. Seeing the Firefly Funhouse in the background, I assume that they were carrying out this promo within the Firefly Funhouse, was just absolutely eerie as you like. And so well executed. The production team just know what they're doing when it comes to this type of creative. And Bo is doing his brother proud. Now I want to give a couple of shout outs, a couple of side mentions to a couple of people. Shout out to Daniel Needs Extra for pointing out the fact that there is actually a key hidden within Uncle Howdy's dreadlocks. Now, my first thought when I saw this is definitely a key. I mean, you have to look in a bit of detail, but you can definitely make out a key. And then my second thought was, is that the key? Was that the key that opened the door in the Firefly Funhouse? Is that the key to everything? And because that door is now being unlocked, we have, of course, the Firefly Funhouse unleashed and brought to life because Uncle Howdy opened the door. Also, another shout out to Kelsey for noting a parallel between the Bo Dallas Uncle Howdy promo on Raw and a promo from Bray Wyatt all the way back in 2015. And in that very promo, Bray Wyatt said, I am no one. And of course, Uncle Howdy, aka Bo Dallas, said, I'm nobody in the promo. So I love long-term storytelling like that, where there's links and parallels to previous promos and links between Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt. Really, really touching there. Also, we can sleep better at night now because we now know that Nikki Cross also has a red circle on her boot. If you zoom in here, you can see very clearly. And talking of red circles, that segues nicely into the next part of the video. Specifically, that sixth member who I believe incoming is going to be Alexa Bliss. It has to be. Now, I know there's a mixed opinion on Alexa Bliss joining this Wyatt Sicks. Many fans feel that it should be someone different, someone new, and they should keep it just as it is, with maybe the lantern spiritually representing Bray Wyatt and 5 physical members, and there you have your Wyatt Sicks. But Alexa Bliss just loves playing a dark character. Bray Wyatt was extremely fond of Alexa Bliss, and he would want Alexa Bliss to be part of this Wyatt Sicks. This is Wyatt Sicks picks. Alexa would have been close to the top of that pick list if he was still here. Alexa Bliss was heavily involved in the Bray Wyatt storyline in the lead up to WrestleMania 39, and way before that. It would almost be criminal not to include Alexa Bliss in this faction. And the way I look at the whole new Wyatt Sicks logo is that the red circle is supposed to symbolize Bray Wyatt. The red circle is on all the Firefly Funhouse members in some capacity. Like we mentioned with Nikki Cross's boot, Uncle Howdy's hat, Ramblin' Rabbit's hammer / mallet, Huskus the Pig's snout, and of course Mercy the Buzzard's jacket. So Bray is part of them. This is his Wyatt Sicks. And the Nightbird, I believe, is a representation of Alexa Bliss. A darker, newer version of Alexa Bliss, which we'll come on to in a moment. And the Pluto logo symbolises Uncle Howdy, aka Bo Dallas. And one thing they all have in common is they use the Sister Abigail as their finishing maneuver. Bray used it, Dark Alexa used it, Uncle Howdy used it. Alexa multiple times in the tease up to WrestleMania 39 teased using the Sister Abigail. And when you think about it logically, the storyline between Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt and now Uncle Howdy is really, really in depth and goes all the way back to the time where the Fiend initially tried to take control and was successful of Alexa Bliss. And let's not forget around that time that Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss were formerly a tag team. They were tag team champions. And then of course the Fiend and Alexa Bliss got together. Alexa Bliss even returned the Fiend at Fastlane 2021, using her powers to bring the burnt Fiend to life. She betrayed the Fiend, and at that point, of course, Bray Wyatt was released from WWE post WrestleMania 37, but still at that point, Wyndham wanted Alexa to continue the story, to carry it on, to keep it alive. And that's what she tried to do. She went alone, she was Playground Alexa, and she claimed that she learned all the skills from the Master. She no longer needed the Master, that she was fully in control. And it was only up until Extreme Rules 2021 where she lost that power. Lily was destroyed, Charlotte Flair absolutely annihilated the Lily doll, and of course it resulted in Alexa Bliss having to have therapy. And when you think of Extreme Rules, Lily got destroyed. Extreme Rules is very close to Alexa Bliss, the character. A lot has happened at Extreme Rules. The horror show version, she was literally Sister Abigail. In 2019, Bayley defeated her and Nikki Cross. That's a nice throwback, right? In 2018, she beat Nia Jax, and in 2017, she beat Bayley. Let's not forget those teases in the lead up to the reveal of the Wyatt Sicks, that video game between Bianca Belair and Bayley, two characters that are very close to the character of Alexa Bliss. Now, I know there's a question mark surrounding Nikki Cross. How can she be Abby the Witch? Based off this, I would suggest that yes, she is Abby the Witch, and we're going to see a new character entirely from Alexa Bliss. She is not going to be Sister Abigail. Of course, Sister Abigail was Abby the Witch, or Abby the Witch was a representation of Sister Abigail. And of course, she got therapy. She got a fake version of Lily. Lily's spirit was still within that new version of Lily, but she moved on. And it was very much a feeling around that time that Alexa Bliss was in limbo. When she returned at Extreme Rules 2022, it was a very mixed character. There was playground elements, but also some more grounded elements of Alexa. It was like she was recovered from therapy, but not quite. Remember what the therapist said: you'll be as cured as you can be so long as you have Lily by your side. And very clearly you could see that WWE were waiting for the return of Bray Wyatt, and that's why we saw a kind of underwhelming in limbo version of Alexa Bliss all the way through until the Bray Wyatt return. And then of course Uncle Howdy went after, targeted Alexa Bliss. At Crown Jewel, the first time we saw, of course, the Bray Wyatt logo and Uncle Howdy pop up. And from that moment, and that moment on, I believe the end game was for Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss to reunite at WrestleMania 39. And that's where we would have seen a reveal of a new Alexa Bliss character. Yes, I believe that were her hands in the Firefly Funhouse, and I believe she was going to be a huge part of the Bray Wyatt storyline. So WWE aren't just going to forget about that, and there have been subtle teases throughout this whole Nightbird campaign that have been heavily linked to Alexa Bliss, but not too directly linked to the point where you go, it's obvious. They want you to almost, in places, forget about Alexa and then occasionally remind you and give you a tease. And then, when you've forgotten again, the reveal comes. Now, whether it comes at SummerSlam or potentially sooner than that, we don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But I feel like Alexa Bliss is going to be a massive part of this Uncle Howdy evolution. Will we see Lilith, the female night demon, brought to life? Will we see the Lily doll brought to life? I certainly feel that's going to be the direction that they're going to go in. Yes, Lily wasn't a character part of the Firefly Funhouse. We never saw her in the Firefly Funhouse. But Lily was well and truly alive in the lead up to the Bianca Belair Alexa Bliss match at the Royal Rumble. Now, we know at this present moment, Alexa Bliss is fully aware that she can't go alone. She is not the one in charge, and Uncle Howdy rules. And so, via following the circle, via following Uncle Howdy, to bring out the best version of herself again, to embrace the darkness, you know full well that is going to happen if she follows Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy goes for lost souls. He goes for people that have had hurt in the past. Alexa's had a lot of hurt. She lost Lily. She went back to a character which for Alexa Bliss is pretty underwhelming. And now she's coming back in full force. And let's not forget about the fact that adding Alexa Bliss to the Wyatt Sicks is a big deal in terms of star power. Alexa Bliss is a 3-time Raw Women's Champion, 2 times SmackDown Women's Champion, 3 times WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. She's won the Elimination Chamber. She's the Money in the Bank winner, amongst other accolades along the way. And no, we're not going to talk about the 24/7 championship. But now it's time to get Alexa Bliss to bring out the best version of herself. Does Alexa Bliss evolve her Lily puppet? Does she become Lily in physical form? Is that going to be the most powerful version we've ever seen of Alexa Bliss? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think we're going to see a lot of hocus pocus. I don't think we're going to see supernatural elements here. So those who are a little bit worried about the dark version of Alexa Bliss, Playground Alexa, fear not. This is 2024. This is Triple H's era. They are going to nail this, and Alexa Bliss is going to smash it out the park, I'm sure. How she's going to be presented, we're going to have to wait and see. When she comes back, we're going to have to be patient. But what do you think? Would you like to see Alexa Bliss in the Wyatt Sicks or not? Let me know. Get down in the comment section along the way. And as always, it'd be very much appreciated if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. We'll catch you in the next one.